can't even see nothing in this phone. I don't know. But so we went to Walmart today to get some food because we were in some. And I got food on my healthcare card. And then we go back home. I didn't get much back dish because I don't really eat that much food. And I got eggs because I don't eat much food, like processed foods. Try not to. Try to eat healthy as I can, being that I don't get that much money. But there's a way, right? I try to drink like a lot of water too, like gallons of water. That's why I have to pee a lot in the urine because I be drinking too much water. So she was talking about the all good police. The neighborhood I used to be in. That I tried to get her on release when I used to live at her apartment. It's like people around everywhere. I used to when I was staying over there, I used to like stay in the park. Like, oh God, I used to stay in the park because it was like safe place for me, being that I didn't have nowhere to go. I used to sleep outside, and then I started sleeping at that private church, because I didn't have nowhere to go. And I came all the way from Pennsylvania, lost my apartment in Pennsylvania, and I all came to Tennessee, because I was thinking like, well, I'm gonna come to Tennessee because I'm gonna have a relationship with my aunt. We're gonna like clickbait. We're gonna like get along and stuff. But that stuff didn't happen. So I ended up on the streets because she didn't want me at her house because she said she was having family come. So she said it was best for me to like sleep at a shelter. And that's the thing I don't understand, because I didn't see her in a while, and I'm family too, like, and I could have stayed there and they could have stayed in the other room. But she wanted me to go to the shelter, and I was having complications there too because I couldn't find any rooms in the shelter over in the area where I was trying to live at, in Murfreesboro. I was trying to move there, trying to find a place, but there wasn't anything available over there. Oh God, there's always something that like recording loud music or something. This place is so ghetto, man. I don't know what they're doing, but I couldn't find a place over there, and the people warned me about that. The housing people. I stayed on the street over there in Murfreesboro, like literally on the street, sleeping outside, like all night long. Walking around there in that town all night, sitting outside till the morning till the bus came to pick me up. And then I tried to tell her, like, I'm doing the best I can, trying to find an apartment fast as I can. And it doesn't work like that. Find an apartment fast, I realize, out here, because there's hardly anything available. And she didn't understand that, my aunt. She was just trying to get me out of her house real fast. They're gonna have to move over. So she called the shelter in Cookville, the rescue mission, already before I could call them. And she said, yeah, there was a room available, and she was ready to get me out of her house. And so that day came. I'm gonna start reporting these people to the police. I know that. Because they're going like over here. She called the Shelter Rescue Michigan, and then that time I came back from Murfreesboro. I came to her house, and that's when I didn't feel comfortable staying there because I felt like her husband had some type of attitude, the way he was yelling like that, like he seemed mad. That's how I felt, the way I heard, because he was talking like something in Spanish, and she was like all in the room, like she wasn't coming out. She didn't even respond to my text message when I text her. And so that time I just went outside to go for a walk, and I decided like, well, I don't want to go back there. I'll just risk it and stay outside. And I think I posted something to Facebook, and that's when the two girls got me a hotel. But I didn't feel comfortable going back there. I just didn't. It was not because any rules or anything. It's just because the way she was like rushing me to get a place, and I felt like she didn't want me there, so I didn't even come back there. And then she got mad probably because the two girls got me a hotel, and she's talking about I could have went back there. I told her like, well, I was staying all night, staying outside. I didn't want to go back there. And then she called an attitude, and she put my stuff on the porch. And the law says in Tennessee that you're a resident at the person's house if you're getting mail there, which I didn't know that, because I've been there for a while at her house, and I was paying her rent. I gave her $100, and my mail was going there, so I was a resident, and she had no right putting my stuff on that porch. I didn't know that, and she took advantage of that. Like, that's how I felt. There was no like real reason for her to put my stuff on the porch like that. She could have left it inside where it was safe. But other than that, after that situation, I did go to the rescue mission. I had to get a special bus to pick me up because my aunt and him, they rode right past being rude. They was being rude. And then I was at the rescue mission for a while, staying there. I didn't really like it there because they force people to go to church and stuff. And I feel like they shouldn't do that. Force God on people to go to church. Like, what is this car doing? They're just slowing down when I'm walking. Um, too many darn traffic out here. So I was staying at the rescue mission. I didn't like it there because the way it was, how the worker was. And then COVID broke out, and I had to get things done there, and he wasn't letting us outside. So I had no choice, so I left from there. And that led me outside on the street for a while. And then I was staying at the other shelter. Then I was messing around at the guy's house. I didn't call in. I got kicked out again. Back on the streets again. And then finally I found a shelter in the other area across the. I stayed there for a whole month, my time up. And then they wanted me to leave when my time was up. I don't know who that was. They wanted me to leave when my time was up, so I left. And so I was back on the streets again because of that situation. And then I was sleeping outside, like around the park. I was hanging around because it was a safe area. And then I started hanging by the church because it was a safe area too. I did meet people all the way. They let me stay at their houses, strangers. Like that girl, the white girl. But I left her because it was a bad situation. She's like on some type of drug, so I had to leave from there. And then my stuff was ended up missing. And the cop said you shouldn't be there and stuff like that. So that's why I left from there. And then, what else? Yeah. While I was on the streets, I didn't do anything to get anything. People just helped me out of their kind heart. Brought me food, gave me money, they walked up to me. That's what people was hating on that, because people was helping me because I was homeless. People like them in the area was discriminating because I was homeless. They didn't like me because I was homeless. They was treating me some type of way. Like the storage room thing, they was treating me some type of way. Like I wasn't even a human being because I was homeless and I didn't have nowhere to go. Which I couldn't help that due to my situation. I'm not on drugs. I'm not an alcoholic. I'm not a prostitute. I'm not doing anything productive. I was just trying to find somewhere to have a normal life to live. And then I was getting treated like some type of way because they was like discriminating against me, labeling me as like other homeless people, when all people that's on the street homeless are not the same. They have different stories. Not all are on drugs, sprung out. A lot of people that are homeless, some of them are really good people, just wanting to have a better life for themselves, like me. And then I guess they're treated like some type of way. People slander my name and stuff like that. This is how the world operates. It's evil. got people saying, go back to your family. Well, I don't have no family to go back to. That's the thing. If I had a good, loving, goody family, I would go back. Definitely, most of that. Will not be out here. But I don't have no family. I know it's freaking hot. So yeah, that's crazy. And she's like, well, you need to stop wearing your book bag and all this type of stuff. You shouldn't be wearing, you should carry a purse. Well, I'm not really a purse person. I don't like to carry a purse. I don't even like to wear like them real high shoes. High heel shoes. I don't like to wear high heel shoes. Unless I'm on like a date. I like to carry my book bag around because I have my supplies in there. I go shopping, I put bags in there. I carry my everything in my book bag. So when I'm outside, I have like stuff in my book bag I can go get. And when I go shopping, I put my stuff in my book bag and my supplies and everything. My battery packs and all that type of stuff I need when I'm outside. I'm like an adventurous person. Adventure around, like to walk a lot. I like to travel, and I'll carry my book bag regardless of what people think of it. They think I'm a drug addict. They think I'm a streetwalker. It doesn't mean anything when people think that I have a book bag on my back. I'm gonna wear my book bag regardless of what people think. She wants to worry about what people think. That's her. But you can't worry. Like, my thing is, you can't be worrying about what others think about you because they're not paying your bills. They're not helping you. Or wear my book bag. People can misjudge me. Or I wear where I want. Or do what I want. As long as I'm not breaking the law. If I want to carry my book bag every single day, I'll carry it with me. I don't care what nobody says. Or care what nobody thinks. And she's saying I'm supposed to care. Like, I'm like, whatever. That's her, not me. All good racist town wanna like say stuff, talk this, talk that. I don't care about them people. Don't care about them cops, what they have to say either. Sitting in the darn park, minding my own business. They riding up on me like that. On the first time I was there. The first time I ever came to that part, there was a freaking cop there watching me suspiciously, and I recorded it. I'm like, why are they watching me? I just came to the park to chill and sit down and rest from my aunt's house, and they were up there watching me. They was doing that in the beginning, before I was homeless. I'm like, there was like a motive to that. I don't know if it was Christopher Ferguson. Christopher Ferguson was very disrespectful. Christopher Ferguson acted like he didn't care. He was on that guy's side. Maybe they was together in the whole thing about the storage thing. But I know it was all cricket, man. How they was talking, what they were saying when I was there, it was all screwed up, messed up. And how they was looking at me like all strange. He wasn't like, okay, sir, can we see the videotape of her bringing men into the storage room? We want to see the evidence. Why didn't they ask for that if they knew so much of me bringing people inside the storage room? Because they're crooked. They're lying. They just want to plant stuff on people because they're dirty. That's what bad cops do. They plant stuff on you when they're supposed to be working for you, doing good with the job, but they're up there doing crooked things. And I'm not saying the cop was on them, but I'm just saying what I think. And what they were saying when I was there, some crazy stuff they was talking about didn't even make sense. And they didn't even listen to me saying, no, I didn't do that. They wasn't paying me no attention. It was just accusing me of things that are not true. It's like messed up. I can't even believe it. Can't even believe how that guy was acting. And they seen when I came there, when the trucks were there, that I brought nobody there because there was people right there in front of me. When I was walking through the storage, they see me and they seen I was by myself. So they're lying, liars, typical liars. I will never ever rent from them. That's a bad people. Bad, just bad, man. I forgive them, but I want nothing to do with their company. New Day storage room in Allgood, Tennessee. Allgood is a little small town in Tennessee. You can go visit for yourself. It's a racist. Most of the people, they like to talk about others and slander you, and they got a thing for messing with people because they're homeless. You can go visit whoever listened to this video. But yeah, guys. I have to go. I'll talk to you later.